good to you guys? So I'm still basically here in the same spot doing the same thing from the last story time. We just gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing, and jump right into the next one, because why not? Like, why not? Why do I need to pretend like I'm doing something else in order to get to this next story? Like, I'm still washing dishes. It is what it is. So if you watched the last one, let's just go ahead and get into it. If you're new here, my name's tamarialakayye, and I used to make videos over my SisterLocks, but now I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing on my channel. But you know, as of right now, we're just doing story times, get to know me. I'm about to tell you how fast I was as a little girl. If you watch any of my other story times, you guys already know that I got pregnant at 13, had a baby at 14, and I'm about to tell you what I was doing after I had a baby at a young age. So if you want to see that, go ahead and keep on watching. Let's get into it. And don't forget to become a part of the family. Hit the like button, the notification button, and that subscribe button, so you're not missing out on any other videos, okay? But yeah, okay, so fast forward to me having my baby at the age of 14. And you know, of course, I'm still staying with my mom, right? And my mom was like, you know, even though me and my baby daddy had already, you know, made it known by conceiving a child that, you know, we was having sex, my mom was still on some y'all ain't sleeping in the same room kind of thing. When y'all are in the room together, doors need to be open. You know, you got a curfew, he needs to be gone by 7:30 or whatever. So this is how it would go. So baby daddy would come over, help me with the baby during the day or whatever, or just spend time. Like, if I wasn't at his house, or mostly like his sister's house, because he stayed with his sister. So if I wasn't at their house, then he was at my house. So, you know, curfew would roll around, 7:30, he gotta go. So he acts like he leaves. But what baby daddy would really do is leave and then come back. Like, he might come back like an hour later, or he might come back like 15 minutes later, or he might come back like 3 hours later. But he would come back, and guess how he would come back, y'all? He was not coming back through the front door, the side door, the back door. He was climbing through my window. So he would come tap on the window, I would open a window, he would climb through the window. Because we had, you know, we had a little bitty, we had a little house. So it was easy for him to climb through the window, because he was like 6'3". I'm only 5'4". And that's the grown me 5'4", because when I was a little kid, I don't even think I was 5'4" yet. So he would climb the fuck through the window, and he would spend the night. Needless to say, he would spend the night. And we would do what baby mamas and baby daddies do, right within my mom's proximity. Like, she was like literally right next door. Like, walls was thin, but she did not know that baby daddy was leaving and coming back and climbing through my window. I would make sure, like, sometimes I would like fix him a plate, so when he came back, he could eat. We'd be watching TV. Of course, we was linking, because we already had a baby together, and I was on birth control right after I had my son. So he was there. It was almost like we lived together, but nobody ever knew we lived together, because everybody thought he was leaving, you know, at a certain time, and then just coming back the next day. Needless to say that he would come and stay until like, it was damn near time for me to go to school. And to make it even interesting, like, this happened for years. So 14, it happened for like about 2 years before we actually got caught. And we got caught because he was being goofy, and for some reason, he came over when I wasn't there. I was spending the night at my friend's house. My best friend stayed across the street from me, so I was at her house. And my brother and sister, it so happened, my younger brother and sister, they happened to be sleeping in my room that night. So I don't know, I had this habit of leaving the window unlocked for him, and I guess he just climbed through or whatever. I guess he thought it was me in the bed sleeping, but it was my brother and sister. And so they got so freaking scared. They jumped out of the bed, ran into my mom and dad's room, and was like, somebody climbed through Sugar's window. And they was like, what? So by the time, you know, my mom and them get into the room or whatever, which was really quick, they seen him climbing out of the window, running down the street. So in our backyard, like our backyard is literally like right in front of one of the major highways in the town that we were in. It was like a major highway. So he was literally like running down that street, but like on the grass. And everybody knew who it was. Like, there was not a lot of people that was as tall as him, like especially coming to our house. So my mom, she calls me or whatever from my friend's house, and she was like, I gotta ask you something. Like my mom, she put it like, she thought he was like breaking in, trying to steal something. She thought he was breaking in trying to steal something. She was like, have you talked to Brian? I was like, no. She was like, I need you to come home and make sure ain't nothing missing, because he snuck into your room last night. So I'm having to act like, what? He did what? With who? And so she's like, yeah. He better be lucky I don't press charges on him for breaking and entering. And I was like, I don't know why he would do that, Mom. Like, that's crazy. And so, you know, I'm acting dumb. Like, I don't know that it's ever happened before, right? And so for, you know, for some reason, my mom, she just feels like he was coming in there trying to steal some shit. And so the sneaking in continued after he almost got caught, right? But by this time, my mama, you know, she fell for the oop-de-wop. But at the same time, something in her spirit must have been like, she needs to check on me at night, because she would randomly come and check on me at nighttime. And you know, sometimes my door will be locked, because you know, the locked door just means that, you know, it's gonna give us a few extra seconds. Not a few extra minutes, but a few extra seconds for somebody to roll on the floor under the bed or hop in a closet, you know, like a few extra seconds with that door locked. So she would come and she would be like, Sugar, open this door. Why you got this door locked? I need this door to be open. Don't lock this door. So, you know, wouldn't lock the door most nights. And I was like, look, bro, like, I'm gonna get in trouble and I don't wanna get in trouble. And we gotta slow it down, because it's becoming, you know, risky or whatever. Needless to say, there was nights where he would sneak through the window and we be in there getting like lit, bro. Like drinking, taking shots. He introduced me to some drink called Spanish Fly. And we be in there like we fucking grown, bro. So of course it was like such a habit for us that we just thought we was not ever gonna get caught. Until one night we did. One night we was laid up as usual, and you know, my mama walked in. He tried to jump up, but you know, there was really nothing you could do, because she had already caught us red-handed. And she was like, I'm about to call the fucking police. She's like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm about to call the fucking police. So she leaves out of the room, I guess, to go get the house phone, because you know we had a cordless house phone or whatever. And he jumps out of the window and takes off. And she's like, Sugar, I'm gonna beat your ass. How long y'all been doing this? Y'all just been sneaking in and doing stuff under my roof that y'all ain't supposed to be doing under my roof, and blah, blah, blah. So needless to say, I got my ass whooped that night. Baby daddy was banned. He was banned from coming over to the house at all at this point. My mama put me on a super tight schedule, or she put me on a super tight be at home time. Like, I got out of school I probably got home like around 3:30, and on days that I didn't have to work, like, I had to be home at like 5:36. Like, it was just, you can go outside for a few minutes and go see your baby daddy, take your baby to see his daddy, but you gotta come right back home. Like, she was not playing. And if I was late, even just 30 seconds, if I was 30 seconds late coming into that house, then I was on a punishment for like 2 weeks, and I had to wait the whole 2 weeks before I could go out of the house again. But yeah, it was a whole mess, and I was really out here. I wasn't being fast because it was just, I was only with my baby daddy after I lost my virginity, but we were very much sexually active. Like, we were very much sexually active after having a baby together. And I remember, like, it was when R. Kelly Chocolate Factory was popping, because I remember that was one of the albums that me and my baby daddy we would listen to when we would do things that we was doing, was the fucking R. Kelly Chocolate Factory. This world is crazy. This world will this world is crazy, because some of this shit is a lot, or some of these things are very, because of the conditions that I grew up in. Like, all of the music that I listened to as a child was very sexual when I was growing up. And I feel like that really had something to do with my sexual interest, was the music. Because in my household, my mom and dad, they was always turned up. My dad had, or my stepdad, he had like these big ass speakers. So on the weekends, we used to have cookouts and everybody would come to our house, so we would listen to music all the time. And you know, it was weird, like, when I look back on it. But I can't believe that I snuck my baby daddy into my room for like 2 years, fam, before I got caught. Yeah, doing the absolute most. And I'm just like, if this is how I was, like, I was gonna get some TVs in this house, but nah, we not getting no TVs in here. We not gonna be raised by the TV. And I low-key don't want my daughter to be listening to the music that I listen to. But yeah, that's me. That was me being fast after having a baby with my baby daddy. But yeah, that's it for today's story time, you guys. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, share it on any of your social media platforms, and you know what, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.